let's just now. So, okay, if you flip through your notes, your seminar notes, you will realize, okay, it's actually the question that they provide comes like this. I know the arrangement may be a bit different. So they in the beginning they will show you that the question that from chapter 1, Form 4 chapter 1, right? Chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4, all the way until Form 5 chapter 1. Okay. But just be aware that I realize they don't give until the whole chapter 1 because most of the school their exam syllabus probably is just 1.1 and 1.2. So this question is like this. From the first page all the way up to okay, I couldn't say that up to this, up to a question 27. Sorry, 26, up to 26 is all about Form 4. Okay, it's all about Form 4. All right. And then from 27, right, from 27 all the way up to, just to show you, yeah. Okay, up to this 19 is Form 5 chapter. Okay, Form 5 chapter, yeah. So from question 29 all the way until, 27 up to 38 is a Form 5 chapter. And then page 20 onward, you will realize there's a slight difference. Okay, they come back to a Solan Satu. This is another set of same. It contain Form 1 to Form 1, like chapter Form 4 chapter 1 to your Form 5 chapters. Okay, and then it followed by multiple choice. All right, this is your whole set. Okay, means that your whole set is actually split into two parts. The first part and the second part. Now, and for your information, today my focus won't be Form 4 chapter 1. If you need Form 4 chapter 1, later after that, you actually can move forward to the Form 4 seminar. All right, because I think I will be better focused in Form 5 first, and then if I have extra time, I will go through the Form 4 syllabus. Now, let's start with this. Okay, the whole Form 5 chapter 1 is talk about kerajaan dan economy. So what is the responsible of government do with our economy and how our government control the economy. So in your chapter 1, you split into 3 parts. Right, let's just go through to refresh a little bit. All right. Now, 1.1 is talk about peranan kerajaan. So your government, what is their job responsible? Okay. In the economy, what is their role? Okay. So there's 3 roles here. Okay. Now here, the first one, they say government is actually act as a majikan. Okay, act as a majikan, right? Then you're going to say that, okay, they act as a majikan, they actually provide job opportunity to the local peoples. Menyedia peluang pekerja kepada penduduk tempatan. Okay, dalam sektor awam. Okay, I just roughly quickly go through. All right, just to refresh you before we go into look at how the question is worked. Now, and pengeluaran, what is pengeluaran? They actually act as a pengeluar supplier. They supply barang social, barang awam. Now, and how barang awam, barang social may ask you, it may actually came two way, right? This part, yeah. Peranan kerajaan, yeah. Be careful. This peranan kerajaan, they may came out like us separately, or they may mix with Form 4 Bab 1. It under the subtopic of campuran. Economy campuran. Why? Because they will ask you, okay, what is the what government act as? Okay, what government act as? Right? Then you can say, okay, kerajaan campur tangan sebagai majikan, sebagai pengeluar untuk mencapai objektif makroekonomi, untuk mengawal seliar pengeluar dan externality. Externality is TI. Right? Why cannot erase? Okay, externality, negative. Now, here, let's just go through it quickly before we look at the questions. Now, then how about objective macroeconomy? Objective macroeconomy is a part that related to your 1.2. And 1.2 is to tell you penentu, okay, penentu, petunjuk economy, right? Indicator of economy. So first you need to know what government want to achieve, okay? The objective macroeconomy. So government is care of guna tenaga penuh, is everyone have a job, right? Kestabilan harga is the price stable, pertumbuhan ekonomi and kestabilan imbangan pembayaran. All right, and to know, okay, government objective is to achieve this. So to know whether government achieve or not achieve, you are required to do some calculations. All right, that's why here I gave you a rough formulas. Now, for guna tenaga penuh, how we know that if government achieve guna tenaga penuh or not, right? When we will look at kadar pengangguran, unemployment rate. When the unemployment rate less than 4%, okay, then we are consider mencapai guna tenaga penuh. But how to calculate? See, the formula of a kadar pengangguran is penganggur divided by tenaga buruh. But sometimes they won't give you like, in straight, give you penganggur, or they don't give you tenaga buruh. Then it can also turn and twist your formula become what? Become tenaga buruh minus guna tenaga divide by or penganggur plus guna tenaga. Okay, now, so instead of writing in this, I will tell you penganggur equals to tenaga buruh minus guna tenaga. Guna tenaga equals to, sorry, I should write tenaga buruh equals to penganggur plus guna tenaga. Okay, so you are going to change according to the question that they give. All right. Now, and after that, you will also learn about, okay, so if they below 4% or they above 4%, and what is the things that causes us not achieving guna tenaga penuh, or why pengangguran exists. All right. Pengangguran exists because of three. That's three reasons. It's either because of geseran. Okay. It's either because of berstruktur or gitaran. The three main reasons that, the type of a pengangguran. Now, after that, we also very care about inflasi. Okay, kestabilan harga. Kestabilan harga means we control the inflation below 5%. Okay, when the inflation less than 5% is considered as controllable. Kadar yang terkawal. Okay, now we cannot say that we have zero inflation. It's not very good. You have a deflation, also not very good. That's why they say a slight inflation is good. So here they tell you, oh, what kind of inflation we have? Like why? You have what? Tarikan permintaan, tolakan cost, de-import. All right. And how to calculate inflasi? You will take IHP 1 minus IHP 0 divided by what? IHP 0 times 100. All right. Now, in the end, you have what? Pertumbuhan ekonomi. Now, to calculate pertumbuhan ekonomi, pertumbuhan ekonomi is said that the value of our production have increased. So you were gonna refer to KD and K. Okay, now then you need to know how to calculate KD and K. Okay, when KD&K increase means we have pertumbuhan. All right. Now, so here we have 3 type of for your paper 1. Okay, we do have what? We do have how many types of KD&K? The calculation for KD&K you have, okay, you have pengkiraan. Sorry, not pengkiraan. You have keluaran, based on keluaran. You have perbelanjaan, the way of calculate KD&K, and one more is pendapatan. But in Malaysia, we only use the first 2. We don't use pendapatan because we have lack of information. And what's the factors? Right? KD&K while using keluaran means I base on the unit that I produce. I base on the things that I produce. So I will look into the figure for sektor utama, sektor kedua, sektor ketiga. And then I will plus duty import. And this will form our calculations. And then how about perbelanjaan? We can also calculate perbelanjaan. Expenses. Why? Because things that you have produced, at the end of the day, you will sell it up. Right? So you can either from production or you can either from how many money that people have spent. All right. So for perbelanjaan, then you need to think of it where we spend, right? We will spend money on buying your normal things. We said that is a barang penggunaan. So you will add together the private sector and the public sector. What have they bought? All right. Now, this is for normal use, but sometimes company and government, they might invest in the barang, right? So we will also add barang modal. Okay, but you see, after that, we don't always sell everything. So we need to add the stock as well. Why? Because this is something that you produce, but maybe you're not selling, you are not finished selling everything. And also you may import or export. So we will take the export bracelet. But just be aware how to get an export bracelet. Export bracelet means export minus import. Okay? Now, and then come back here. See, we already covered KD&K. Then how we know that do we have pertumbuhan economy? Then we will compare. We will compare the previous KD&K, the new one, minus the previous, divide by the previous times 100. Okay, if you get a positive figure, means our country have pertumbuhan economy. If you get a negative figure, means we have we are actually facing kemelesetan. All right, kemelesetan. Now, and come back here. This is part of your objective macroeconomy. So in 1.1, government as a majikan, as a pengeluar, right? Government objective is to help us to achieve all these keseimbangan pembayaran, guna tenaga, kestabilan harga, pertumbuhan ekonomi. How about the next one? Government is here to mengawal selia pengeluar dan externality negative. Control the pengeluar, make sure they don't eksploitasi pengguna. They don't bully the pengguna. And to reduce the externality negative. Now, how government do so? Government will use undang-undang to control. Government will use cukai. Government will give subsidy to achieve all this. Now, so for undang-undangnya, government set a law for certain product and we call it barang kawalan. Barang kawalan means this is something that normally is very important to the peoples and government control the price to make sure everybody affordable. All right, but certain goods, they will have dasar harga maximum, dasar harga minimum. Right? Dasar harga maximum means government set a maximum price. Okay, just to tell you, yeah. Maximum price how to be set? Now, let's say this is your keseimbangan pasaran, right? P0. Government, harga maximum will always set lower than your keseimbangan to make sure everybody affordable, to help the pengguna. Okay, this is the price. Harga maximum. Okay, to help the user. How about harga minimum? Harga minimum is goes opposite. They will set higher than your keseimbangan to protect the seller. Okay, harga minimum to protect the seller. Of course, to help the pengguna, government said that. Okay, government set the rules. Whatever things that you have produced, you need to have ingredient. You need to list out the ingredient. You need to list out the tarik luput. Okay, expired date. All right. Now, just a rough to tell you only, okay? Now, but just here, externality negative, right? They say government is here to reduce the externality negative. But the word externality negative itself, it's not a new thing for you because you learn it in Form 4, Chapter 4. So sometimes they will actually combine everything into one question to ask you. Okay, so for externality negative means some cost luaran, means some external cost, some invisible cost. It can be invisible cost, it can be invisible benefit. Okay, so externality negative means bad one, bad effects, or we call it cost social. In Form 4 is cost social, yeah. Now, so government said all these are undang-undang, right? How? Example, government will actually do memantau, right? To go a ronda to make sure everybody follow the law. If they don't follow the law, they will tarik balik lesson. They split the industry area and the housing areas. Okay? They do what? They do a apply license, right? And then for the cukai, if you're not following, give you extra tax. All right? Now, if you are doing something that encouraged by the government gives subsidy. All right? Now, and then it came to the last one, which is what we are going on in the normal class. Alat dasar economy. So just now we say government job is to stable, right? Mengstabilkan economy, right? Their job is to help us to achieve economy. So government will use something to help us to solve the economy problems, kestabilan economy. So we have two ways, dasar fiscal, dasar kewangan. Normally the keyword is, they say, kerajaan is the one who do dasar fiscal. Pusat, bank pusat is the one who control dasar kewangan. Okay, so same. Both dasar fiscal and kewangan, they have what? They have fiscal mengkembang, kewangan mengkembang. Fiscal mengunjuk, kewangan mengunjuk. Okay, both with the same purpose. Mengkembang is to solve kemelesetan, right? Mengunjuk is to solve inflasi. All right. Now, this is a very rough of your chapter 1. If you need it, you can screenshot because I don't think you copy everything. Let me know if you done capture the pictures so that I will move on. Or you need me to screenshot for you. Okay, I will just screenshot for you in case that you are lost. Are you good? Awake one, right? Not falling asleep one, right? Of course. All right. Now, let's look at the calculation question first, and then we go for the theory question, and then we go for the part of the rubric questions. All right. So I want you to flip to page. I want you to go to page 17. Let's do some calculations regarding chapter 1. Okay. Now, so page 17, question 33. Yeah. Now, so this is one of the 1.2, right, which is inflation. They ask you to calculate inflations. Now, so hitungkan kadar inflasi pada tahun 2015, 16, and 17. Now, 3 marks. 3 years, 3 marks actually is means 1 marks each lah. 1 marks each means it's up to you whether you want to write down the formulas or not. But if you write down, will be better. So normally I will write in this way. I will show the in formula first. So what is the formulas? Is always take the new IHP minus the previous IHP divide by the previous times 100. All right, and then you start to see, you start to write lor. So bagi tahun 2015. So in the year of 2015, 101, this is IHP 1. Then the previous year will be IHP 0. So it's up to you whether you want to write down your formulas or not, because it's just 1 mark. All right. If it's more than 1 mark each, then you better write down your formulas. All right. So I write 1 for you just in case it's morning and maybe your body not start yet, right? Your brain not start yet because you are like a computer. You start your computer, you need some time. All right. But I'm not sure you as a human how long you need. Right? So I plan to write 1 formula for you first. So I think this one no need to press. You should get a grade, answer grade of 1.8%. If you get a lot of decimal, then just left 2 decimal point enough, right? Just round to 2 decimal. All right. So can I give you 30 seconds to tell me about the answer for 2016 and 17? Left 2 decimal point, yeah? Ah? Or 2007, is it? 17, is it? Yep. 2007 is this. How about 2016? Yes, 2.55. Yes. The rest you all get it, right? So this one you will get grade 3 marks with this. Okay, 3 marks. Then we will do 1 more calculations. We settle all the calculation first, yeah? So done? If done, let's go to question 35. And then question 35, yeah? Now here, another one, you see. Sometimes they don't terus tell you, see, they say hitungkan means calculate. But you look at 35, they don't tell you to hitungkan. But they tell you Maklumat berikut disedia oleh Jabatan Perangkaan Malaysia. Okay, Malaysia Data Departments lah. Berikan pendapatan anda dan analisis yang sesuai. Now, they give you what? They give you guna tenaga, they give you penganggur. Then, when you see these two things, right, you need things that come to your brain should be penganggur. When you see penganggur, you have to calculate kadar penganggur. Okay, when you see the word penganggur, talk about pengangguran. Or even they didn't give you penganggur. You see the word of a guna tenaga and they ask you to analyze it. Analyze it, think of guna tenaga penuh. And when we achieve guna tenaga penuh? Calculate kadar pengangguran. Yes. Pengangguran. When the pengangguran less than 4. So when you see this keyword, then they ask you analyze. They give you numbers. Guna tenaga, penganggur, or even tenaga buruh. Alright? Just in case you forgot what's the difference. Guna tenaga means people that in work status. Okay, already work. Right? Penganggur is jobless. Finding a job. In progress. Tenaga buruh is total labor. Yeah, total labor means everything add together. All right. Now, so they ask you to analyze. They only give me 2 numbers. So I calculate for them. Right. How to calculate? How to calculate pengangguran? Pengangguran's formulas will be, okay, pengangguran formulas will be 4 marks. So you calculate for them. You show them the formulas. Right. Pengangguran. Kadar, I think not enough space at the bottom, okay, so I write at the side. Pengangguran equals to penganggur divided by tenaga buruh. But they didn't give me tenaga buruh. So penganggur plus guna tenaga times 100. Alright, so plug in your figure. RM 656 juta. Sorry, not RM. 656 juta orang divide by 656 plus 2567 juta orang times 100. All right. Now press your calculator. 656 divided by all right, you will get a grade. Wait, give me a second. Why they give? Yeah, you get a grade. You grade again. 20.35, right? Is it? Do you get that? Yes, okay, I realize. I'm not sure whether the answer has shown in the page or not. I think the answer a bit problem. So never mind, just write it down. You get a grade 20.35 or 20.3, sorry. or 20.35. All right, so based on your analysis, you see you already calculate, right? You already calculate, so you can sit. Okay, you can sit. Things that you can sit is you can do some calculation because it's 4 marks, right? So you can say kada pengangguran. Okay, kada pengangguran adalah sebanyak 20.35%. Okay, good or bad? Bad loh, right? So guna tenaga penuh tidak dicapai. Tidak dicapai. Why? Sebab not enough space. Let me find a place. Why? Sebab kadar pengangguran melebihi 4%. Okay, you can further to tell that in this situation, we are facing kemelesetan economy. All right, now, and let me know if you're done. Yeah, then I move on to the next one. All right, next. Okay, let's go for 37. 37 is another calculation in your chapter 1, which is ask you to hitungkan KD and K yang berkenaan. As we say, we have 3 types of calculation. So the first step, you need to find out which formula you're going to use. So look at the whole things. All right, what they show you, they said, maklumat di bawah berkaitan dengan keluaran dalam negara kasar Malaysia pada tahun tertentu. They give you perbelanjaan, they give you modal stock, right? Then this one cannot be keluaran already lah, right? Cannot be keluaran already. Normally keluaran will show you what? Sektor utama, sektor kedua, sektor ketiga. All the sector. So this one can only be perbelanjaan. Now, be aware, because this one, a lot of marks. A lot of marks means what? You need to write down step by step to gain your marks. All right? So write down first off, KD and K equals to, write down the formula. Okay, perbelanjaan, right? Perbelanjaan means they will take perbelanjaan pengguna akhir. Now, in this situation, they didn't give you swasta or awam. Then you just straight away take everything. Plus with pembentukan modal. Plus your modal. But be aware, pembentukan modal must be awam plus swasta, everything add together. All right, and then plus with the perubahan dalam stok. Okay, now if the perubahan dalam stok is negative, then you minus lah, right? And then plus with your export bersih. What is export bersih? Means export, you write in full in exam, yeah? Barang dan perkhidmatan minus import barang dan perkhidmatan. All right. After that, you plug in the figures. All right, you plug in the figure because they are RM juta, yeah, don't forget. RM bracket 225,300 plus 134,100 plus 325,650 plus your stock. They're giving positive figure, then you write positive figure. And then remember, export minus import. Juta. And then your answer. And then where's your 5 marks come from? Normally, the original one here will have around 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, then press your calculator. You will get 86978. Okay, check whether you get this or not. And then we will move on. Let me know if you're done, yeah? Then we will move on. Okay, then we will start from 1.1 peranan kerajaan first. All right, let's move on, yeah? Now, so here, yeah, exam, they might have a few way in asking the problem. Okay, but normally, let's come back to here, yeah? Let's begin with this one first. Which questions? Let me find that. Where is this? Okay, 27. Question 27. See, exam may came in this way by asking you this, yeah? By asking you, yeah? Okay, you can read normally in this, we will read the question first before I look at the paragraph. So they say, mengapakah projek tersebut dianggap sebagai barang sosial? Why that things called barang sosial? Basically, in this kind of question, I request you to explain what is the meaning of barang sosial. Okay, now, so think of it, this is the first part, yeah. Peranan kerajaan sebagai pengeluar. Government have produced two things, barang awam, barang sosial, and they ask you why the things on top is barang sosial. Explain barang sosial, right? You can straight away explain barang sosial because they ask you why it's barang sosial, right? Now, so barang sosial normally you can say it is because it's actually made by government, right? The keyword will be made by government, right? Normally you will say made by government. So your first point normally before you read, then things that you can came out is dikeluar oleh kerajaan. Why government came out this? Dikeluar oleh kerajaan untuk menjamin, with the purpose of menjamin kebajikan masyarakat. Okay, this is the two standard answer. Like even they ask you why it is barang awam. Barang awam, barang social. Right? Dikeluar oleh kerajaan, menjamin kebajikan, or tidak dikeluar oleh swasta. Okay, you can say normally they melibat perbelanjaan yang sangat besar. So they tidak dikeluar oleh swasta. Why? Because cost yang tinggi, right? Now, and then you can also say because they mention barang social. Barang social and barang awam, right? They have a slight different in explain. Barang awam is dapat diguna oleh semua individu. Right? Barang social is membawa, the keyword is membawa manfaat terbesar kepada masyarakat. And great, you get your answer. 4 marks by explaining what is barang social, right? And then next one, is it? They ask you, jelaskan faedah social. Now, they will mix with your form 4, right? This is your form 4, but for the last part. Form 4, but for the last part, they ask you faedah social. Faedah means the pros, social, yeah? The good effect to the peoples. Or to somebody else, right? Yang akan ditanggung akibat daripada fenomena di atas. And then, bagaimanakah projek tersebut mencapai guna tenaga penuh? Then let's find out first, what have they done on top? Okay, they say, kerajaan memutuskan akan, okay, they make a decision to menerus projek Lebuh Raya Pan Borneo. They want to do a highway. So, for part B, part C, right? For part B, part C, they ask you, what is the benefit? Basically, what is the benefit on Lebuh Raya Pan Borneo? And the part C asking you how it actually generate guna tenaga penuh. Now, so this one, you can think in this way. When government spend money in making a project, let me go part C for you first, yeah? When they create a project, and project will actually need what? You need people to start the project. So they will actually mewujud peluang bekerja. Okay? They will mewujud peluang bekerja dalam pembinaan. And they will have a standard story when they mention peluang bekerja. The next thing you have to mention what? Pengangguran. When peluang bekerja meningkat, pengangguran menurun. Alright? Then, guna tenaga penuh loh. But in this question, right, you can split into 2 parts. By telling me, during the construction time, what happened? And after completion. Alright? Now, highway ma. Yes, they generate job opportunity during the productions, during the construction. So the construction labor get a job, and then the contractor have a job. But after they complete, is it mean that this project got no use? No, they have some use. So after the connections, all right, after the connections, after the completion, what happened? See, you can see it will actually increase activity economy. Why? Because highway is a road to connect a place to another place. All right. So even you don't know where they connect, it's a highway connect two places. So they can increase what? The movement of the two places, the people within the two places. So they can do business to each other. Right? Meningkatkan activity economy. Of course, you can also example what economy lo. Look at it. Maybe you need a slight, a very slight geography. What is Borneo? Mana itu Borneo? Any idea? Where is Borneo? Borneo is Sabah, Sarawak. Okay, Sabah, Sarawak. A piece of very big land. So activity economy, what they can do? Or you can say example, dalam sektor pelancongan, they can connect these two states and people can travel within these two states for pelancongan. They can travel these two states for perindustrian, for pengangkutan, or even perdagangan trade. All right, you would think in this way. Now, other than that, got activity. Have activity means it came again. Mengambil lebih further and further increase in guna tenaga. Okay, why? Because more job opportunity ma. When further increase means we will have pertumbuhan economy as well. Hence, we achieve guna tenaga penuh. And the outcome is pendapatan meningkat. Right? This is normally how you actually think of it. When they ask you how it helped to guna tenaga penuh. Guna tenaga penuh, if you read through it, goings like this. You have activity, right? Project mah. Then you have peluang pekerja meningkat, penganggur menurun, further increase activity, pertumbuhan ekonomi, guna tenaga penuh. They always go in this flow. All right. Now, and then we came back. Later, I show you full answer, huh? Okay. So we came back to the faedah social first. Faedah social is the good effects. Right? The good effects, yeah. I use blue color, yeah. Now, this one is normally it can be social faedah social dalam or luar to themselves or to others. All right. Faedah social, yeah, a highway, right? Lebuh raya. The faedah. What is the good thing gonna happen when they build Lebuh raya? To the people, to the external party, to you who are not building the highway, what is the benefit with you for you when government build highway? The benefit gonna be when highway, right? Very standard one. Okay, not highway lah. Anything that do with transport. Highway, it applicable to highway, applicable to train track, LRT, MRT, ECRL, something. Okay, can yeah. Even airport, sorry, not airport lah, okay. But normally this thing is all applicable. When they build all these things, what is the benefit? Benefit? Mengkurangkan kesesakan or reduce traffic jam. This is the standard answer. Let me see, 4 marks, okay. 4 marks. The good things. Other than that, what is the good things? Mengkurangkan kesesakan lalu lintas. And if there is a highway, right, it will actually increase darjah ketersampaian. Increase the reachable rate for you to go somewhere else, right? Or even maybe in exam, you cannot think of darjah ketersampaian. You can use the word mobility penduduk. Increase the mobility of the peoples. Benefit of a highway, right? Shorten the timeline. You use highway, of course, is because you want your journey become fast, right? So memendekkan masa perjalanan. Or you can say menjimatkan masa perjalanan. Menjimatkan, memendekkan. Alright? Of course, highway normally is cheaper. Menurunkan cost perjalanan. Right? Can. This is the normal answer, standard one. Normally are like that. Right? For the faedah. Of course, exam may ask you faedah. Exam may ask you cost social. This is extra for you, yeah. Means the question not asking of it. I just tell you in case you cannot think of it. Cost social cost means not good one, right? The negative. This is the positive effect. This is the negative effect. So when they build highway, what will happen to the what is the bad effect to the peoples? Highway. So you can say, if they say to the people, meningkatkan kadar pencemaran. Right? Semasa membina. Meningkatkan kesesakan lalu lintas. Semasa membina. Meningkatkan pencemaran bumi. Okay? Can. And also, you can also say like it will actually causes sick it will make the real nearby area people sick. Or if they didn't say to people, they just say cost social. Okay, they just say cost social, yeah. Then you can say menjejaskan habitat. Okay, this is to the environment. All right, this is the bad one. Okay, sometimes they might ask you cost, sometimes they might ask you faedah. Are you with me? Let me show you a full answer. Are you with me? Show you the full answer, yeah? Can. I think it's stuck. All right, it cannot. It lack. Let me just on it. Cannot. It just lack. All right, this is the way that how you answer the part. Is it good? The way, the flow of answer, yeah? Now, shall we move on to the next one? I think I will show you the full answer at the end of the day, right? Shall we move on? Yes, the rest, are you good? I move on already, oh. Now, see, look at the next one. This one is actually related to objective macroeconomy. Okay, objective macroeconomy. And then this also objective economy, right? So I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pick 29, right? Question 29. Question 29 is saying that jelaskan kesan buruk timbul dari kegagalan tersebut. Okay, what is the bad effects gonna arise when we fail on something? So let's find out what we have failed. Alright, they said maklumat berkaitan dengan kegagalan dalam mencapai objektif makroekonomi. Oh, if we fail to achieve, explain the effect, yeah? When we fail to achieve objective macroeconomy, okay. And this is a failure in achieving objective. But we have so many objectives. We need to figure out first which objective they are talking about. Okay, with which objective we are talking about, yeah? So we need to mention they didn't achieve what. So come and ask you, objective macroeconomy got how many? We have 4, right? Which 4? Guna tenaga penuh, pertumbuhan ekonomi, kestabilan harga, and also kestabilan imbangan pembayaran, right? So let's figure out first, fail in which one? Okay, fail in which one? So kemerosotan permintaan aggregate, okay, because aggregate demand fall, menyebabkan prima terpaksa mengkurangkan pekerja. Apabila output kurang atau prima ingin menghenti operasi. Now, this is something that, okay, this is something I'm not sure whether you remember or not. This is the definisi in pengangguran. Pengangguran kitaran. Okay, so when pengangguran kitaran happen means what? Economy is pretty bad, and then the company lay off the peoples. When it talk about mengkurangkan pekerja means pengangguran. Pengangguran affect what? Affect guna tenaga penuh. So before you explain the bad effects, first you must tell me, because they didn't tell you, yeah. You cannot say, oh, kegagalan mencapai objektif makroekonomi is not very suitable. You should be more detailed to tell me, okay, yeah, they fail in guna tenaga penuh. Okay, so you can say situasi di atas. Okay, menunjukkan kegagalan, okay, dalam mencapai guna tenaga penuh. Of course, guna tenaga penuh exam rate in full. Now, then what is the effect when we didn't achieve guna tenaga penuh? Think of it, Tidak. You can think like this. You learn it, okay? You are not achieving guna tenaga penuh means pengangguran. Yes, pengangguran more than 4%. Okay, tinggi, increase. Then what happened? When pengangguran increase means pendapatan menurun. Your income reduced, or you don't have the source of income. So at the end of the day, taraf hidup menurun. Right? And here also mentioned, Frima will stop operation. Okay, Frima will stop operation, yeah. That's 2. So first you tell that it will affect the pengangguran, affects the taraf hidup. And come here. They stop operate. When stop operate means what? Stop operate means no production. No production, pertumbuhan ekonomi probably will reduce or not achieve. Okay, so 5 marks you can do like this. 3 marks explain guna tenaga, 2 marks explain pertumbuhan. Now, so you can say like in this way, yeah. How ini, second sentence, you tell that kadar menyebabkan kadar pengangguran meningkat. And taraf hidup menurun. All right. And then followed by telling me that's another problem, right? Frima stop operation, memberhentikan operasi. Okay, when they memberhentikan operasi, what happened? Then you said lah, menunjukkan penjejasan pertumbuhan ekonomi. Okay, when pertumbuhan ekonomi not exist, then you can say sektor industri, sektor perindustrian akan terjejas. Or you can say aktiviti berkembang dengan lambat dan menjadi lambat. So at the end of the day, sorry, this should be number 4, number 5, right? At the end of the day, pendapatan Frima menurun. It's not only you and also the peoples. Okay? Can. This is how you explain. Let me know if you're done, yeah? Then we will actually move to that. Nice. I would like to move to the mengawal selia pengeluar questions. We move, yeah? The rest, are you good? And this one. Where is my mengawal selia? My air ticket, mengawal selia. Here. This. One of the mengawal selia question is talk about the price, right? So read of this, they say, apakah maksud harga ceiling? Know what is ceiling? The ceiling. So you have harga ceiling, harga lantai. Question 32, yeah? Now, they ask you to explain what is harga ceiling. And second, they ask you, adakah Anda setuju? This is the first question. Are you agree? And dengan cadangan timbalan, Menteri Pengangkutan untuk menetap harga ceiling. Berikan alasan. So you have 2 things to answer. Are you agree? And give reason. All right. Now, so let's explain first. What is harga ceiling? Ceiling means your ceiling. I mean, in English is ceiling. Ceiling price. Ceiling means what? The top. Top is maximum. Right? So in your explanation, you're going to say that, oh, harga ceiling means harga maximum. Okay, harga ceiling means harga maximum. Okay, maximum, yeah, right? Which is how they set the harga maximum. You can say that which is harga sesuatu barang, okay, yang lebih rendah daripada harga pasaran. Harga keseimbangan pasaran. Okay, harga maximum, which is a price that's set below the equilibrium. This is how you explain harga shilling. Then let's come back here first. They say, are you agree with the monetary decision to set harga shilling? So let's see what they said. Okay. Putrajaya akan, from the title they already tell you, Putrajaya akan mengangkat harga tiket penerbangan domestik. Okay, domestic air ticket price. So, Suruhanjaya Penerbangan Malaysia Maccoms akan menetap harga shilling bagi penerbangan domestik. Okay, beliau berkata Macom ini sedang merangka cadang harga tiket yang dijangka selesai pada Jun tepat bagi mengatasi masalah harga kenaik harga tampang ketiga musim perayaan. Okay, during the raya season. Okay, so they say lah, disebab ada aduan yang diterima berhubung harga tampang yang tinggi pada musim perayaan, maka pihak Macom sudah melaksanakan kajian mengenali tambang, okay, yang dijangka selesai pertengahan tahun 2018. Right? So they say that somebody report that it's overpriced. Overpriced. So they do some research and they found that yeah, it's overpriced. So they said they gonna penemuan awal mendapati tampang semasa perayaan dinaik di laluan tertentu sehingga 4.7 kali ganda dalam tempoh 2 hari perayaan. So why they want to control? Because the price goes up to 4.7 times from the original. Means originally this price, let's say the ticket price to Penang is 50 ringgit. But in the Raya Musim, in the Raya season, it actually shoot up to 4 times. So 50 ringgit, you times 4.7 times. It actually a grade of 235 ringgit. It shoot up 4 times. So it's big crazy. That's why government say, I want to set harga shilling. So are you agree? You will have 1 mark for that, okay? You agree or not agree. You agree? Normally, it's gonna be agree lah, okay? Setuju loh. Saya setuju. Then why? Why a government should set harga shilling? You see, harga shilling, harga lantai, doesn't matter. They with the same purpose to protect pengguna. Okay, untuk melindungi pengguna. To protect the pengguna from eksploitasi. Daripada mengeksploitasi pengguna daripada syarikat penerbang. Okay, now, and then this is the first, protect the user. And second, why they want to set maximum price? So that it can reduce the beban kewangan pengguna. Okay? Especially Raya Musim. So that more people can do the pelawat. Okay? Can. And normally, okay, this is a real one. That's why Raya season, normally they control the price. Still alive? Let's do the next one, yeah? Are you good? Is this question chapter 1.2? 1.1. The mengawal selia externality, that one. Your December notes. Remember? Menguat kuasa undang-undang. Inside your menguat kuasa undang-undang, you have barang kawalan, and then you have dasar harga maximum, dasar harga minimum. Dasar harga maximum means harga shilling. They set a maximum price. Oh, remember? Okay. Yeah. It's under that pot, under that part. Okay. But just be aware that your 1.1, which is exploitasi and the externality negative, that part, right? Normally they will came with all this ticket. And also there's one example on top that I didn't do, is this one. This one also do with the externality negative. But this one is a bit slightly need your extra knowledge a little bit. Okay, I didn't do this is because I don't feel like explain to you what is a basic, right? Now, here, but anyway, I will show the answer at the end of the day for the question 31, yeah. Question 31 is a bit too long. I have it not enough time for that, honestly saying, okay? Not enough time for that. But I think we can have a explain during the normal class, right? Now, this one I let it aside first, yeah. I think I would do it during the normal class or something else, right? So I would just put it that first, and then come down. Just now we say inflasi, but we just calculate. So sometimes they might also ask you to explain in this. Kadar inflasi memberi kesan kepada individu. So when inflation happen, they brings the effect to individu. Bincangkan. Bincangkan means you got to tell me the effect. Like it can be good effect, it can be bad effect. You just discuss. Discuss means you're gonna tell both, and then you came out a conclusion. Generally good or bad. All right. So we explain first. What is inflasi? Right? So first tell first lah, increase in inflation, right? Tell what is inflation first lah. Inflation means peningkatan tingkat harga umum. Okay? Now, then what happened to the peoples? Averagely price increase. When averagely price increase, what happened? To people or you, right? So beban, your burden will increase. Cost sara hidup meningkat. Okay, your living cost increase means you're gonna spend more money. Okay, perbelanjaan meningkat. Okay, perbelanjaan meningkat. When perbelanjaan meningkat, it gonna be tabungan menurun. This is the first. Tabungan menurun. And second, even you able to save money and you keep your money in the bank. Okay, so tabungan dalam bank. Okay, will facing, we don't see reduce, yeah. The number is still that number, but the value reduce. Means you keep 1,000 in your bank account. Yes, you're able to cap that. But this 1,000 is not like the last time 1,000. The value have changed. Okay? The value have changed. Not the face value, the real value have changed. Right? This is the effect. Right? When the effect is changed, then what happened? Inflation. Inflation, the second things, individu. Okay? Your pendapatan berenah reduce. Means kuasa beli menurun. Now, maybe you will be like, how I know that I'm going to touch on this? Think of it. What is the kesan inflasi, right? Just extra, not extra, just recap. Kesan inflasi, right? We have learned a few. The first is pendapatan. It will affect the pendapatan, right? It will affect the tabungan. It will affect the harga. It will affect the export, right? It will affect, okay, it will affect what? It will affect the, remember, no. Any idea? Remember you learned a few? Pengangguran, yes. It will affect the pengangguran. So from here, okay, from here, you will see like which one related to individu. Individu normally is pendapatan tabungan harga. So that's why the first thing you mentioned, price increase. And then income, and then your saving. All right. This is how your answer came from. But of course, you can actually link them into one line to explain it. All right. Are you good? Do you need a very small break, like 5 minute toilet break? Because I foresee I'm gonna drag a little bit the class. Maybe our class will drag a little bit more longer, not too long. Do you need a small break or no? Are you break or not? Also, I will drag on. I just tell you. Okay. Move on, yeah? Are you still alive? Or you already shut down? If you already shut down, going to shut down, then I'm gonna do something to you. Make sure you are not shutting down. Okay, never mind. I will just give you a great 5 minute toilet break so that you awake. All right. Come. We will start again in a 27, 11:27. Okay. Come, go, go, go. Go break go stand up and walk so that you don't fall asleep later. Go ba. See you in 27, okay? Okay, see you in that lah. Are you good? I know I gave you until 27, but I just asked you. If you are back there, we will start. I will jump into a little bit of Form 4 first. just in case I don't think you have enough or extra time. Sometimes you don't have extra time to watch the video. So I will do a little bit lah, okay? Selectively do some from for chapter 1 and 2 for you. So all of you back? If yes, then I'm gonna let my side. Yep, you're back. How about the rest? Are you here? Or you are lost? Or you are somewhere else? Okay, yeah. Okay, then we're gonna just move on. Give me a second. Let me just cross check. All right. Here. Okay. Can ya? Yeah. Let's do a very quick on chapter 1 and chapter 2. Just write a very quick short notes with that, just in case you already like forget everything or you haven't start your revisions. Now, so for Form 4 chapter 1, right? It's actually keep playing around. The half of the chapter is playing around with the definitions. Okay, keep playing around with the definition and which talking about what? They tell you ilmu economy. Remember economy? Economy is talk about what? Is talk about ilmu economy is talk about how human mengurus sumber ekonomi yang terhad. Right? And to fulfill untuk memenuhi kehendak yang tidak terhad. Hence, you came with a following subtopics, right? That's why you have a following subtopic, and your following subtopic is they will ask you to differentiate economy, sumber economy, what sumber economy we have, or what factor we have. All right. Now, remember, they use the word sumber economy, they use the word faktor pengeluaran, doesn't matter. They are always the same thing, that four things, right? What is the four thing? Tanah, usahawan, modal, buruh, thumbs. Okay, thumb. Thumb, yeah, your thumb. Now, the thumb, yeah, thumb stand for what? Tanah, right? Usahawan, modal, buruh. Tanah, usahawan, modal, buruh. And what's the keyword on that? Tanah is sumber anugerah semula alam semula jadi. Okay, I just give you a quick reminder only. Okay, what is usahawan? Usahawan is the people who gabungkan. Okay, who gabungkan faktor-faktor lain. Then what's the modal? Modal is opposite from tani, which is alat cipta manusia. Alright, buruh is the people who contribute, right, yang membeli sumbangan tenaga manusia. Alright, this is the first thing. You learn about it, sumber economy. Now, further, you also learn about, okay, masalah asas ekonomi. Okay, masalah asas ekonomi. And normally, the way of answer masalah asas ekonomi, they follow this flow. There's 4 steps to answer that. First step is you tell me if the question mentioned or not. Sumber unit economy. All right. And then you talk about what are they facing? Kekurangan. What is the kekurangan they have? And they have to make choices. Pilihan. And followed by cost lepas. All right. And of course, remember how many unit economy we have? We have 3 unit economy. The first one, like us, normal people, you're going to determine from the question first what it is. If they are isi rumah, depends. Question tell you obviously isi rumah or not. If they didn't tell this is a isi rumah, then you write in the question isi rumah. And then they have a problem on what? Pendapatan yang terhad. Kekurangan pendapatan. So they have to make a choice. Their choice is always depends on whichever that bring them kepuasan maximum. Then cost lepas is kepuasan kedua terbaik. Second the best. All right. And then followed by that, you have what? You have Frima. Frima, not enough what? System, sumber economy. So how Frima make a choice? Always based on, remember? Keuntungan. Maximum. And what is the things that they let go? Cost lepas. Whatever that, second the best. All right. And then followed by the last one. The last one we have is what? The last economy we have is, kerajaan. All right. Kerajaan lack of what? Hasil negara. Okay. Hasil negara. Can ya? Hasil negara. Give me a second. Let me save my pen for a while. Because I don't know why it's not charged. Give me a second. I'll see why it's not charged. Okay, never mind. It's charging. Now, so come back here, yeah? Hasil negara. And how they make a choice? They always make a choice depends on kebajikan masyarakat. Give me a second. Why cannot write? Okay, kebajikan masyarakat yang maksimum. Alright, kebajikan yang maximum. Then what is the things that they let go? It's always the second the best. Alright, and then it came to the third things that you actually learn in that, okay, which is masalah asas. Asas means, masalah economy. My bad. Writing the wrong things. Okay, masalah asas. Asas is always that 4 things, which is ABBU. Apa, berapa, bagaimana, untuk siapa. Right? Apa, berapa, bagaimana, untuk siapa. So you need to determine from the questions, like, okay, what kind of things they already achieve or not achieve. And in this part, you have number 4 thing called KKP. KKP is a keluk kemungkinan pengeluaran. A keluk kemungkinan pengeluaran. Now, normally, this one means what? Your hard maximum. Pengeluaran yang dapat dicapai. Okay, your maximum production. Okay, which is yang dapat dicapai. Okay, we get KKP. And KKP graph is always looked in this way. It's a curve way, right? Whatever that on the graph is maximum, hard maximum. If inside means tidak capai. Sorry, not tidak cekap. Outside is tidak dapat capai. All right. Now, and be aware that they might ask you the assumption for KKP. And in chapter 1, they will actually lead to what? Lead to your part 5, system economy. And how many types of system economy we have? You have system pasaran bebas, right? Followed by perancangan pusat. You have campuran. And one last is Islam. Okay, but that one you need to go through on your own a little bit because I just gonna go through with you a little bit and then I gonna do some latihan. Right, let me show you how it gonna ask. Quickly go through lah. I mean, quickly go through what they're gonna ask. All right. Do you need a screenshot? Probably, maybe you need or not. If you need. All right. I move on, yeah. Now, here you can see commonly they may give a question like this. All right. They ask you to differentiate bezakan. If bezakan means tell the difference online. Now, if this question exists in bahagian A, you may, some of the teacher accept to show in a table form. All right. So, of course, I will prefer sentence form if you have enough time. All right. So, in this situation, normally how you gain marks? 4 marks means you got to tell me 2 difference. Okay. So, first, gambar satu. And the second, gambar dua. Now, what is gambar satu? When you see the people's, the face, you tell me gambar satu merupakan buruh. Yes, you will get 1 marks. And gambar dua ialah modal. You will gain another marks. Now, of course, the following explanation, you can tell me the, like a very standard one, you tell me the definition. What is buruh or buruh? Sumbangan tenaga buruh, okay, dalam aktiviti pengeluaran dari segi fizikal atau mental. Then you can tell them manakala the second one, right? The second one is an alat ciptaan manusia yang digunakan dalam proses pengeluaran. Now, you can go for this very proper way, tell me the definition. Of course, you can, I mean, it's not a must for you to write long answer. You can have a short one, like you tell me gambar satu. Gambar satu, right, is a buruh, right? Buruh will menerima upah sebagai ganjaran. But the next one, okay, the next one is what? Modal. Okay, we don't look at the machine, you can just talk about the modal. Modal do what? You can say they will menerima faedah sebagai ganjaran. Of course, you don't like it, you can just simply say it. Their different is what? Buruh mempunyai mobility pekerjaan. Modal di atas tidak mempunyai modal mobility pekerjaan. Can? Or you can say mempunyai mobility tempatan yang tinggi, mempunyai mobility tempatan yang rendah. It can be your answer as well. Okay? Nobody said that you must write definition. It can be all these answer. Doesn't matter. All right? This is the first way of asking. And the second way, this one, see, just a reminder, because some of the teacher, they are very strict in this. You see, they tell you, gambar menunjuk pilihan project. This very kind, they tell you this is government, right? Negeri Selangor. Kerajaan Negeri Selangor mendapat peruntukan 150 millions daripada kerajaan pusat. Now, before you looking into the project, the first thing you should tell already, they ask you what? How kerajaan menyelesai masalahnya? First you tell what is the masalah, right? Because they already tell you kerajaan, so you no need to mention that unit economy is kerajaan. You can straightway tell me kerajaan is facing kekurangan hasil kerajaan. Okay, hasil negara. So you're going to say that kerajaan mengalami masalah, tell first, masalah kekurangan pendapatan, sorry, not pendapatan, hasil kerajaan. Okay, so you can further a little bit, apply the question, yaitu hanya mempunyai, they only have what? Peruntukan RM 150 million. Okay, now further a little bit loh. Untuk pembinaan, okay, hospital dan sekolah yang berjumlah 185 millions. Okay, 185 millions. Yeah. Show that you are not enough. All right. Now, so one, you show kekurangan already, right? Second, pilihan. Third, cost lepas. Now, for the pilihan here, right? Because different teachers have different preference. Now, some of the teacher, they don't mind. It's just like, oh, you explain the concept correctly, okay. Some of the teacher, they were very particular. So, you always make your choice in this to prevent the outcome when your teacher is very picky, right? So, 150 millions, right? And you have two projects. Always get the choose the project with the nearest budget. You have 150, 185, choose 100. Okay, choose 100. But explain is still the same. You will say that government will choose whichever that maximum the kebajikan. Of course, if the question give you the choice, then you just follow the choice. If no, always choose whatever the nearest to the budget. Okay, achievable one. So your second, you're gonna say kerajaan terpaksa membuat pilihan. Okay, for what? Mengikut kebajikan yang maksimum. So then follow by your cost lepas. Because they didn't give you a choice, so you're going to tell them the choice. You say, jika, okay, project, hospital, dipilih. Right? Then, project sekolah yang membawa, mention ya. Okay, yang membawa kebajikan masyarakat yang kedua terbaik akan dilepas sebagai kos lepas. Alright, is it okay? Now, this is the example on masalah economy. Now, and then the next one. Okay, the next one will be they asking you about KKP. Okay, what's the meaning of KKP? What is the andaian term? This one I didn't write on top, but I tell you assumption when menganalisis KKP. KKP is my hak maksimum pengeluaran yang dapat dicapai pada semua tingkat harga. Right? Andaian means assumption. What we should assume before we draw KKP. You have 4. Always assume 4 things when you are drawing a KKP. Hanya mengeluarkan 2 jenis barang dalam ekonomi. Alright? You must be assume sumber ekonomi adalah tetap. And terhad limited. You got to assume tingkat teknologi adalah tetap. Alright? And then you also need to talk about what? You also need to talk about mencapai guna tenaga penuh. Assume we achieve guna tenaga penuh. Now, this is one of the common questions. And the second, they would like to ask you to explain titik kombinasi A and B. Now, I'm going to just show you one. Another one, I will leave it for you. Right? So, let's say titik A. A, first you're going to tell inside or outside. You can say terletak di dalam kemungkinan pengeluaran. Right in full in exam, yeah. Right inside means what? Tidak ketidakcukupan pengeluaran. Alright. Can, yeah. Because it's 4 marks means 2, another 1. You got to talk about 2. Alright. Is it okay? Am I too fast to you? Let me know if you're done, yeah. Then we will move on some more. I think I will go until chapter 2. Means I will drag around 10 to 20 minutes to talk about chapter 2. Let me know if you're done, yeah. Then we will move on. Let me know if you're done, yeah? All right, move on, yeah? Okay. Yeah. We go back to, you find somewhere else. Okay, I'm going to go through with you chapter 2 because I found quite a lot of people, maybe they forgot or they stunned. All right. Now, the whole chapter 2, from 4 chapter 2 is talk about like this. Pasaran, yeah. So, the flow of things that you learn is like this. You learn about permintaan. We say pasaran, right? And then you learn about penawaran. A lot of people, they confuse is because they will confuse after this. Permintaan and penawaran, later on, they combine together, become pasaran. Alright? So let's look at it, yeah? Alright? Now, so what is permintaan? Permintaan is when you have the keinginan dan kemampuan untuk membeli sesuatu barang. Okay? So, you have the ability, you have your willingness to buy that things. We call it as permintaan. Now, and how permintaan look like? The curve of permintaan is look like this. Sorry, one line only. Okay, so D. And penawaran is when you sanggup dan mampu menjual barang, mengeluarkan barang tersebut pada harga. So the curve that you see is gonna opposite. Okay, this is your curve, yeah? So your curve is gonna look like this. Supply. All right? And your demand, your supplies. Hence, they combine together and show pasaran. So pasaran is a cross. Demand, supply. This is how it looks like. And the graph look like, yeah? The graph look like this. Now, let's go in detail to tell this. So, what is the hukum permintaan? Hukum penawaran, the law of demand, the law of supply, right? Apabila harga meningkat, okay, kuantiti permintaan menurun, okay? Apabila harga menurun, kuantiti permintaan meningkat. So, one up, one down. So, conclusion, dia hubungan songsam or negative. All right? Can ya? Now, so, when penawaran go opposite because you are a seller. So, when price increase, quantity penawaran meningkat. Right? When price reduce, quantity penawaran menurun. You see, price increase, quantity increase. So their relationship is langsung. Okay, hubungan langsung. Kenya, their relationship. And these, you see, price change, price change, price. So all these are faktor utama, which is harga barang tertentu, okay, perubahan harga tertentu. Now, and these will causes your demand to have this. This is demand. This is supply. Okay, When they meet together, we call it E. E means what? Titik keseimbangan. So you have a quantity keseimbangan, harga keseimbangan. Okay? The change in price, right? So you will see that when the price change, let's say when the price increase, what happened? Demand and supply, the quantity is different. So when price increase, okay, when price increase, wait, I shouldn't say when price increase, when the price is above keseimbangan. Okay, when the price above keseimbangan equals to tidak seimbang. So normally you will mention ketidakseimbang pasaran. Then what happened? You mentioned if they above means supply more than demand, and we call it lebihan penawaran. Lebihan penawaran. Understand? Lebihan penawaran. Then what happened? Price will back to keseimbangan. Okay, this is the outcome. This is when price above. See, when faktor utama, then it will causes this. Right? And then say if the price is below keseimbangan. Now back to keseimbangan is price will reduce and back to keseimbangannya. If they are below, what happen? Below, then see, tidak seimbang. When the price is lower than the market price, means demand more than supply. And we call it lebihan permintaan. Okay, lebihan permintaan. And what happened? Price will go up and go back to seimbang. All right. Just in case you cannot imagine how it works, All right, when you only have one lines. And in permintaan, right, normally they will show in this way. If they only show permintaan only, you will see show in this way. P0, Q0, P1, Q1, P2, Q2. They will show in this way. While penawaran will be different, not oppositely. Then they will show in like this. Okay. Now, so this is P0, Q0, P1, Q1, P2, Q2. All right. This is how it actually forms. We said this is a faktor utama. Do you have any, you have a rough idea or you have a better idea on this? Then it came to faktor lain. Others factor. Why I split, Because other factor, it will affect, means your graph don't look like this anymore. Okay? Faktor lain. Okay, faktor lain. Faktor lain, normally it will actually affect your graph to either move to the left or move to the right. Same goes with your penawaran. It's either to the left or to the right. Either way. Okay, so you're gonna be D0 demand, yeah, original demand, move in front or move behind. Okay, S0, move in front or move behind. Okay, and you need to know why this happened. So normally for factor lain, demand have demands factors, supply have supplies. It's different. Factor utama, they share the same point. Factor lain is different, right? Demand may change because of harga barang lain. Okay, harga may change because of a dasar kerajaan. It may change because of a cipta rasa. It may change because of jangkaan harga. Masa depan. It may change because of pendapatan and musim. Right, but supply change because of what? Because of harga faktor pengeluaran, the cost. Change because of dasar kerajaan, yes. Okay, it changed because of jangka harga masa depan. Right, it changed because of cuaca. It changed because of tingkat teknologi. And matlamat pengeluaran. Yeah, production aim. What they aim, okay? Now, and all these will causes, okay, all these will causes the change in titik harga keseimbangan. Change in titik keseimbangan. Okay, they will bring the change in titik keseimbangan. Means it's gonna be something that look like this. Let's say this is your original demand. This is your original supply. And you have a titik keseimbangan P0, Q0. Let's say, example, yeah? Example, I tell you. Okay, because of pendapatan meningkat. Now, pendapatan is what? Income. Income relate to what? Customer. Customer buy things, right? So affect demand. Demand increase. So demand increase. Demand go to the right. You have a new demand. Okay, so when you have a new line, what happened? You have a new titik. Okay, whatever determine the factor, when the factor is factor lain, then your pasaran will have titik keseimbangan baharu. Are you good? This is the first part of the front part of your permintaan, pasaran. And this is the one that normally people don't know, stuck here and here. When to write this, when to write this. Is it okay? And the last part, the part that I didn't talk about it is keanjalan, elasticity. Are you good? Still alive? Yep. Now, I show you the how question goes. Do you are you copying down or you want the screenshot? Don't mind. I screenshot for you guys. You are here for fun. Okay. Yeah. This is the story. You are here for fun. Nice. All right. Now, and yeah, I gotta drag a little bit. Okay. Here, wait, do they have? Okay. Great. They didn't put the example question here lah. So never mind. I think I would like to stop here. So far, are you okay? Good. If you have no question, then I think I would like to stop here.